From Oshkosh Community Media Services, this is Community Access TV2, your community television channel.
Rethink your life, your choice. Rethink
your life, your choice.
Rethink. Rethink.
Rethink your life, your choice.
Rethink your life.
Rethink
your choice. Rethink.
Rethink
your life, your choice.
Rethink.
Rethink
Your life,
your choice.
Rethink. Rethink. Rethink.
Your life, your choice. Winnebago's Healthy Living Partnership.
3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Rethink, Winnebago's Healthy Living Partnership. My name is Lisa Brown and I'm an employee of the Winnebago County Health Department, and I'm very honored and pleased to be here today with our guest Emily Dieringer from the Lakeshore Tobacco Prevention Network. She serves as the coalition coordinator there and is my coworker at the County Health Department. Hi Emily.
Hi,
Thank
Lisa.
you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So we see Rethink, we see the Rethink on the logo, and it's usually has this red exclamation mark and logo inside Winnebago County, but we see the blue Rethink too. So explain to us why the two Rethinks and what does it mean?
Yeah, Rethink the Lakeshore Tobacco Prevention Network is actually a 5-county multi-jurisdictional coalition. And, I'm based out of the health department, like you said, and my job there is a health educator. And as my job as health educator, I am the coalition coordinator for this multi-jurisdictional coalition, which is 5 counties: Door, Kewaunee, Manitowoc, Sheboygan, and Winnebago County. So, the Lakeshore part, the Lakeshore Tobacco Prevention Network part, the Lakeshore part came because all the counties are on a lake.
Okay.
They're just not on the same lake.
Okay, that's really a spread. And when you work, I know what it's like just working in one county, in one area, so you're working across the whole lakeshore. How are you able to do it? How do you stay connected?
Right, yeah, it's definitely a challenge. These MGCs were kind of brought forth because of a big budget cut we took from the Tobacco Prevention Control Program 2 years ago. So I do have a coalition coordinator, assistant coordinator. His name is Jason Lauren. He's based out of the Manitowoc County Area Health Education Center. So he covers a lot of the Door, Kewaunee, Manitowoc, Sheboygan area. But we're definitely a tag team effort when it comes to working with the whole entire MJC. And a lot of the things that we've had to do to make sure our partners stay connected is use a lot of technology. So we have our own website. We have a blog. I think we were going to show the blog and the website right there. Yep.
Right.
So there's our website, and that's something that we use quite frequently to keep people up to date with what's going on, events that we're having, information that's going on. Then we also have our blog, which we also try to post on quite often, which is rethinklakeshore.blogspot.com, and people can follow us on there. They can get the latest information on what's happening with the coalition, what's going on in the world of tobacco prevention and control, interesting articles that come through our email desk, really cool things that came up or stuff that's been happening. So the blog is definitely the most up to date about what we're doing, and we've had to go that technology route because with 5 counties and gas prices the way they are and tight budgets, we try to stay connected as a coalition as much as we can, but we've had to try to branch out and expand our use of technology.
Right,
So.
and that really speaks a lot for your coalition. That's very modern and contemporary. Even if you were in the same community, that is really leaps and bounds ahead of other non-for-profit organizations and how they're meeting and how they're structured. So that's awesome because people can weigh in at the blog spot who aren't even at the meeting.
Right, exactly. It keeps people up to date on what's current, what's going on, what's coming up. We also have a bi-monthly or bi-weekly e-update, which is an electronic newsletter that we send out by email every 2 weeks. And that also has, if you're not really hip on the blog, but you can get an email, that's an email attachment that we send out every 2 weeks. So we tell people about everything that's going on and what just happened and what's going to happen and things like that.
That's awesome. And I know a lot of coalitions are looking at some of the things that your coalition is doing and saying that's really the way to go and are mirroring some of those same strategies. So Excellent. And I know that you just had a recent celebration. It's the 1-year anniversary for Smoke-Free Air. Tell us what happened and what kind of response you got from the community for that.
Right, yeah. We had the 1-year anniversary of Wisconsin's statewide smoke-free air law on July 5th, 2011. The law went into effect last year in 2010. So, us as a coalition, we wanted to celebrate and share the excitement and breathe clean air with everyone else. So we actually had 2 events in our MJC, one in Kewanee at Kunkel's Corner, which is kind of like a family-owned diner kind of a thing, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Kunkel's was really great to work with. They went smoke-free before the statewide law went into effect, so that was really, really cool to work with them. The waitresses had on fun T-shirts and buttons, and there was balloons and door prizes, and Kunkel's gave out free soda and coffee that day to everyone that walked in. So that was a really great outreach effort. We got some, really good buzz and positive information from people that were there. And then we also had another event right here in Winnebago County up in Menasha at Sabre Lanes, which is a bowling alley if you're not familiar with it. And that one was really, really fun too. We had 70 to 100 people. It's hard to count when everyone's bowling. But
it was it was a party.
It was definitely
awesome.
a party. It was very, very fun. We had families there, we had kids there, we had some of the regulars at the bar there. Lots of different groups of people entertaining. I mean, you were there with your family. It was really great to see so many people come out, and to experience that clean air, and you have the kids there and you're like, hey, do you guys like bowling? And they're like, yeah, it's really, really fun, and I'm really glad there's smoke-free air because now I don't go home smelling like the smoke, or I don't have to worry about it, or I have asthma, things like that. So when you hear that from the kids, that's really, really really puts perspective on what we're doing as a coalition and what this law is all about, because it's about health. It's not about businesses. It's not about politics. It's about health. So protecting everyone's health from the dangers of secondhand smoke has always been the #1 goal of that law. So it's great to have it be shown in a positive light, and to work with Sabre Lanes as well. They've embraced the law. They're totally compliant with the law. Their employees like the law, so that was really great to work with them as well.
Yep, and you mentioned Sabre Lanes. I wonder about how the compliance is. We know some people really appreciate the health aspect. How is the compliance going? Are businesses really buying into it? Are they enforcing it?
Yeah, for the most part, definitely. Originally, when the law went into effect, we knew it would take a little while to make sure everyone was aware what you had to do, what was allowed, what was not allowed, that kind of a thing. But we have seen huge drop off in the amount of complaints that we've been getting. We actually have a graphic up. So on the left hand side, the light blue bars represent the number of complaints that the statewide hotline, 1-800-NO-SMOKE, or complaints received at wibettersmokefree.com. They started out pretty high, not extremely high. I mean, other states that have gone smoke-free saw similar numbers. And then as the law went into effect and people got used to it, the number of complaints dropped. And then there was a slight increase in the winter months. People are, I don't want to go outside, it's smoky or it's cold out, so people might let people smoke inside.
And would that be a little bit of a peak?
That's that little bump in the middle there, yeah.
Winter.
And then spring rolls around again, and everyone goes outside, and compliance is just ridiculously high, and it's
shocker, it worked, huh?
I know, yeah.
Nice.
And it's not only just the businesses that are being compliant, but people like this law. Scott Walker, our governor, came out a couple weeks ago and said, he realizes that this law is working. He realizes that the people of Wisconsin like it. So he has no inklings to repeal the law or anything like that. And there was a survey that came out also a couple weeks ago saying 75% of Wisconsin voters like this law, think the law is working, and think it should stay. So
that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. There's very few laws out there that I think that you can get a 75% satisfactory rating on. So it's definitely great to know that people out there like the law, and they're enjoying the clean air.
Excellent. And what if people are in a place where there's a violation? What would you have them do?
You can call the 1-800. Well, first of all, if you're out somewhere, ask the person in charge, hey, did you know that somebody is smoking over there? that's your first line of a defense. If you're kind of uncomfortable, or you're not really sure that's something you want to do or start up, there is a 1-800 number, 1-800-NO-SMOKE, that people can call and leave information. Otherwise, it's really easy just to go on wibettersmokefree.com, and I think we have that up. And right on the top right, there's a big blue button that says report a violation, and you just click that, and you just enter in the name and the address of the place that you were. You can leave your name and information, and then you can also leave a detailed description of what was going on. Did you see someone smoking in the corner, or was it just one person, or something?
Was there
like
ashtrays out and it was just everyone was
right,
still doing it?
exactly.
Now, do you have to leave your name, or?
You don't have to leave your name and contact information. However, it is helpful, especially for law enforcement. All of these complaints do get sent out to the business that was in violation, as well as the local law enforcement, and the letters also get copied to me. So if someone is out in Winnebago County and they notice a complaint or violation, they log a complaint, that gets copied to me, so I can see those. So if there's a name or an address or a phone number or some kind of contact information, and law enforcement would want to follow up, it's really useful to have that information. I mean, you don't have to leave, your social security number or anything weird like that. It's just first name and a phone number is very helpful. But again, overall, most businesses are very compliant. It's not something that people are like completely outraged about. I mean, everyone likes to breathe clean air, so most people are really good about enforcing it. Are there businesses out there that are just completely blatantly, denying that there's a smoke-free air law? Sure, but overwhelming majority, it's going really, really well, and everyone really, really likes it. And one other note that I want to make sure everyone is very clear on is that this law is not just for bars or taverns, it's for all workplaces. So, bars and taverns sometimes seem to be the tutors of the loud horn against this law, but it's really for all workplaces. So all bars, all restaurants, all hotels, all beauty salons, all auto mechanic places, all office buildings with cubicles in them. So every workplace is smoke free. It's a level playing field for everybody. So it's not fair to single out those people in the hospitality industry saying, oh, well, their lungs don't matter as much. We can allow smoking in the bar. So that's the most important thing is that everyone is protected by this law. Right.
Thanks for highlighting that.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder. And so that's a little snapshot of the smoke-free air and who's enjoying it. How is it going? What have you been hearing just in the general public as you go around?
We talked to lots of businesses, and overwhelming majority are really liking the law, and the 75% of general voters. So we actually were out in a couple of places, like I said, at our smoke-free air events. We were also out at Country USA this summer, and we kind of had a little video contest for people that were excited about the smoke-free air law, and we wanted to capture kind of what they were saying, because numbers on a piece of paper saying yes, I like this law is one thing, but actual having real people talking about what they really like about it is really exciting to us. So we have a couple of videos that we want to show.
Let's see what they say.
I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I love now that there's smoke-free in all restaurants, because before I couldn't go out to eat because I had asthma and couldn't breathe because other people were smoking.
Why do you like smoke-free air?
Because it's the best air in the world.
And where do you work?
I work at a hospital.
And why does that impact your work at the hospital?
I don't like to see people come in with cancer, breast or lung cancer.
And this law will help reduce that?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. And what's your name?
Greg.
And where are you from, Greg?
Madison,
awesome.
Wisconsin.
Oh, perfect. All right, so who are you?
Jordan Sargent.
Where are you from?
Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a propane serviceman and a manager of a bar, supper club on the weekends.
And where is this bar supper club?
Little Sturgeon, Wisconsin.
And what happened after the smoke-free air law went into effect?
My revenue went up, increased by tons, because a lot of the older people and most people quit smoking halfway through when they start getting older, and more people started stopping at the bar before they went and sat down for a drink. We don't have to clean up after anybody that was smoking. The bar's cleaner, there's better free air, and me as a bar manager in it for about 10 years now, I am a smoker, and it has stop me smoking at least 50%.
Awesome. So because you can't smoke at work,
Yes, ma'am.
it's helping you smoke less.
Yes.
And that's good, right?
Yes.
What do all the customers say?
All the customers just love it because their hair doesn't smell. Even my bartenders, we don't have to wash clothes as much. And just the smell, you know, like when everybody goes home to their kids, nobody has to just smell that secondhand smoke.
Hi, what's your name?
Jody,
Hi, Jody. And why do you like smoke-free workplaces?
because then I can breathe and I will be healthier.
Anything else you want to add, Jody?
I just love smoke-free air.
All right, hi, ladies. What's your name?
Jenna,
And we're here at Sabre Lanes in Menasha. And can you tell me, why do you like smoke-free bowling?
Because I don't like the smell of smoking and it makes it a lot more enjoyable when there's no smoke around.
Fantastic. And you? Do you have anything to add?
No.
How about you, sir? Do you have anything to add about smoke-free?